Welcome to another edition of the most consistent, the most prolific, and the most dedicated uploads in YouTube history. This is Sean's View Entertainment on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe with a major update as it concerns two returns potentially coming back to the WWE. There is rumors that as of late, WWE would be interested in superstars of the past coming in on a part-time basis. Names like RVD, who has already returned, should be making another WWE comeback soon. John Morrison is another name that could very well be called back up to the main roster. WWE has voiced a bit of interest in him once again, but as it concerns Chris Masters, who recently said in a question and answer he was frustrated with the way that WWE creative handled him and probably won't be returning to the WWE. So everyone's been asking me, what's the status of RVD? What's the status of John Morrison? What about Chris Masters? And people are still asking about Chris Masters. Well, I know Chris Masters is doing a hell of a great job for himself on the indie scene, making a name for himself, trying to reinvent himself. Now, John Morrison, I thought the guy always had that intangible that would have made him a future world champion. He had the skills, he had the charisma, he had the in-ring athletic ability. The only thing John Morrison needed to work on at the end of the day was his mic skills, and I hope John Morrison does return to the WWE. If I'm looking at, Chris Masters or John Morrison or RVD, I would much rather see John Morrison return. He's in the prime of his career, he's in the prime of his life, and John Morrison could still accomplish big things in the WWE, but it all would come down to how the WWE would utilize him and how they would take him up and, what they would do with him, and as long as they wouldn't bury him. And I thought John Morrison would have made a great world champion one day, and I think he will, but it's all about what John Morrison wants to do. Where will John Morrison go? Is this a good sign that the WWE is interested in him? Are they going to utilize John Morrison to his fullest potential? I hope they do, because it would be a breath of fresh air. So I look forward to your comments and your opinions on the possible returns of John Morrison or an RVD. Imagine John Morrison versus Rob Van Dam. Now that would be a great matchup. Subscribe.